The following is an Outdoor Channel original production.
Montana, big sky country. Protecting this rugged wilderness is a brave group of men and women. These are the Wardens, dedicated to the preservation of the last best place. Region 3, near Dillon, Montana.
Howdy. How are you guys tonight?
Hey, pretty good.
Wardens Carrie and Rick Schmok work a roadside check station.
Third weekend of the season, cold weather, lots of snow, tend to equal game harvest, and they opened up this east of Dillon hunting districts 322 through 327 to harvest of antlerless elk on a general elk license all season long. It's the first time in a lot of years they've done it.
The new season is to help reduce the number of elk in these districts. It also means more hunters and the potential for more violations. Exactly why the Wardens set the check station.
We've got an impromptu check station set up where hunters are required to stop whether they've harvested game or not.
As dark descends, Wardens watch a truck blow by the check station.
Go ahead.
Warden Carrie gives chase.
Slow down, boys.
Here we go, huh? 5 days to the end of the season. Drum's starting to beat.
Near White Sulphur Springs, Warden John Lasovski starts his morning shift.
Everybody's looking for the game. Elk are starting to show back up. Been gone for a couple of weeks. There's game on. You can definitely feel that. It's time.
With the season coming to a close, hunters' last push to bag an elk has Lasovski on high alert.
Hey! God, you got a snowmobile too. You must be with this crew.
I am.
You guys are serious.
We thought we were going to get snowed in there. When we went up, it was cold and snowing, and nothing but nice weather since. So.
Yeah, no elk.
Yeah, I got no.
Oh, did you? Look, can I take a peek quick?
For sure.
Warden Lasovski stops to check a hunter's elk, along with license and tag.
Had a little issue with that. All right.
He's deboned, so the meat's all in this here seed bag.
Okay. Cool, Tim. Let me get my tape.
John will measure these antlers, helping collect harvest data, including antler size, used by biologists to better manage the Castle Mountain elk herd.
So what'd you do with the rest of your meat?
That's all the meat.
This is it?
Warden Lasovski spots a problem.
Can't be just this.
It's this here seed bag.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So that's the whole deal. So you boned it out and got it back out?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna truss it somewhere there. Just because the reason I'm asking is your evidence of sex, you know, you have to stay naturally attached. You gotta have something there that shows what that is in that box.
Near Dillon, Montana, state game wardens ran down a truck that avoided a mandatory game check station. Upon inspection, they discovered evidence of blood from a deer in the back. The situation quickly escalates.
Here's Dillon. That's going north towards Butte, Kalispell, all that's up here. This is south.
I think it's north. I think we're up here.
There's no reservoir up there.
There is a reservoir. We've been watching it on the map.
No, I'm not going to argue with you. I live here. I work here. There's no reservoir north of here. Because, I mean, if you can't tell me on the map where it's at, you're going to have to tell me tomorrow, which means you're going to have to take me back to the location where you killed it.
Okay.
Wardens try and negotiate with two men who shot a deer. The meat and head are not present, and the men are not admitting what species they shot.
So, going up that road, was a deer on the right or the left?
The issue is, the hunters won't admit exactly what they shot or where.
I want to say it's on the right because we kind of dropped down. We kind of dropped down, took a road that kind of went down.
Okay, so as you're coming up,
Why are we getting so technical with this? Is that...
do you want to discuss this with me or not?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well, then you're going to listen to what I have to say. I'm not going to discuss it with you anymore because we have a problem.
In another situation, if this wasn't that antler, I don't know if that antler came from it or if it's a spike or if it's, you know, what it is. And spikes, you can't shoot spikes up here.
Warden Lasovski stops hunters with a suspicious elk. They have coolers of meat and a set of loose antlers. Montana law mandates the head or sex organs remain attached to the meat. This allows wardens to easily identify animals.
Throw that in.
If it's attached to the meat.
You'd be happier with testicles than an antler, I'm taking.
Yeah, anything, either way. I guess, you know, if somebody comes out with it with the head, we're in great shape, you know.
John uses his discretion and lets the men go with a warning. They keep their elk and will pay no fines, but hopefully have learned from their contact with the warden.
All right, well, good luck to you guys. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see you guys later. Take it easy. See you guys on the trail. On a deal like that, for me, I mean, if they're coming fresh out of a hunting area like that and they've got an antler, and I could be a hard, so I could say, no, not naturally attached. That whole elk's leaving with me. That does me no good right here. At an interstate check station, they don't know, you know, what that is, if it's actually a cow, if it's actually a bull, what it is. But, you know, here when they're coming out of a camp, I can see what they've got. I try to give some leeway there and gave them a verbal warning, and I think that was enough.
You cannot be shooting certain deer, certain game without a tag, okay? So that's where we're at with it. I'll talk with him about this. I'm not talking with you until I ask you a question.
The men shot a deer, but won't say if it's a mule deer or whitetail. They also won't admit exactly where they hunted.
So it says right there, 329 hunting district, Horse Prairie. Either sex whitetail deer only. Permit required to shoot mule deer buck. That's why I'm asking. He shot a mule deer buck and it was in 329. You have to have a special permit through a drawing to shoot a mule deer buck in that district.
The decline of mule deer in Montana has forced biologists to limit harvest in many districts, making it illegal to kill a mule deer buck unless a hunter has drawn a special permit.
So that's where the problem is.
I'll show you where the carcass is and everything.
Okay,
well, get boiled down to it, I mean.
Yeah, we're gonna need to look at it.
We're legal and
we're gonna need to look at it. Okay, are you guys staying in a hotel? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll follow you into town and you can show me the head, then we'll know.
If the men shot a whitetail, it's a legal kill. If the animal turns out to be a mule deer, the men may face stiff penalties.
We're gonna just follow them in town here to the hotel. They're gonna produce the head. At that point, we'll be able to determine whether it's a mule deer or whitetail. I'll bet your wages, because they're more than mine, that it's gonna be a mule deer at the elevation they're at and that location. I mean, there's a possibility there's a whitetail up there, but I haven't seen one.
At the hotel, the wardens check the rest of the deer.
Okay, that's all the meat of it right there?
Well, there's 2 back straps in the room.
2 back straps in the room?
The hunters finally produce the head.
It's a mule deer. Sorry, just on the spot, you know.
Dillon, Montana. State game wardens questioned 2 hunters about a suspicious kill.
There's a front.
It's a mule deer.
The head reveals the species is a mule deer, but the men are still vague as to where they were hunting. Wardens Rick Schmok and Carrie suspect the men shot the animal without proper permits.
So where this carcass is, how far off the road is it?
Not the main road, but I mean, it's within walking distance.
It's about 150 yards off the road. We drug it through the trees out into the sunlight. So what do you guys want from us?
We still need to go up there. It wouldn't be fair to you if we didn't go up there and confirm where this was at. It would be really easy for us right now to take all the information we got and just deal with it and be done. But, you know, I mean, it's our responsibility to still treat you with courtesy and respect to follow up. And if this deer was actually in 328, it may be legal. I'll plan on meeting you here tomorrow, let's say at about 8:30 in the morning.
The men finally agree to show the wardens where they field dressed the animal, still not admitting where it was shot. The wardens release them on their own recognizance.
All right, thank you. All right, yep.
This morning, Warden Schmok and follow the hunters into the mountains, hoping to dig up answers.
Right now I got butterflies in my stomach, kind of anxious, nervous, you know, and I guess if I lose that, then I need to quit because it just, I don't know, keeps you kind of on your toes.
Normally, wardens work these cases alone, leaving themselves vulnerable with no backup. Today, Rick is flanked by fellow warden Carrie.
If they went to the right up here and shot this mule deer buck, then we have a problem.
Each hunting district can operate under different rules. The mule deer hunting is restricted to special permit only in the district on the right. It is open to any general license holder on the left.
This road is the dividing line between hunting district 328 and 329. Hunting district on the left is 328. Hunting district 329 is on the right. 329 is permit only for mule deer bucks. 328, you can shoot a mule deer buck with your general license.
Each case is unique, but Rick always considers the other side's perspective.
You're dealing with people that have their own emotions. And, you know, how are these guys going to respond if and when we confirm that this deer is an illegal deer and he's going to get tickets for it? You know.
The wardens follow the hunters to where they claim to have gutted the animal, not where they shot it.
So, I'll grab the GPS and my camera. Yeah, let's just go take a look at the deer and
Pulled it out here. Yes. Drug it. Looks like there's our drag mark around the truck and back here into the side.
Handheld GPS units help hunters identify Montana's public hunting areas. They do the same for wardens. In this case, it would have made a significant difference had the hunters deployed one in the field.
looks like there's been a few coyotes in here feeding on it too. Holy cow.
But yeah, so basically he sat there and did his work and I glassed down there and it was done and jumped back in the truck and got the heck out of here.
Get out of here. So from here, just speculating, you know, if you had to guess on the location maybe where this deer was shot, about how far from here? I mean, how far did you guys drive before you got here? Guessing.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
I mean, because we drove all morning. you know, the one that's sitting at home on the counter.
Yeah.
The $100 chip in there. Gonna
So pretty much through this whole entire trip, you're guiding, you're the navigator, he's your driver on.
Yeah.
You're showing him where to go.
Region 3 wardens Rick Schmok and Carrie Wall are attempting to get to the bottom of where this deer was killed.
So basically, the intent is to try to find a place to look like you had a kill site that might be legal in your mind.
What do you mean?
Not at all.
No.
You dump things out here, though.
Oh, right.
The elk hunt was kind of over. The morning hunt was over. We just grabbed it, threw it in the truck, kept hunting. Tagged it, and then
He had a good clean shot up front. We knew we weren't in the guts or anything. We put it in because we saw a lot of elk coming in the morning.
We didn't want to sacrifice the hunt, so we
So we
kept hunting.
just tossed him in the back and drove around for a couple hours. And then once it was time to eat lunch, we pulled off. And the only reason he's out here is because it was frigid cold 2 days ago.
Yeah.
This is the only sunshine we had. So we just drug him over here and started working on him and doing our thing. We had no idea. I hate to be stupid like that. That's not the right thing. You got to do your due diligence. I understand that. But we started out over there, and like I said, dude, I should have studied my map a little harder.
The only thing that bugs me about this whole deal is you can't pinpoint or tell us exactly where this thing was shot. That's the only thing that's bugging me.
Yeah.
The last little piece of cooperation I was looking for, and I'd sure like to see it in a hurry, is exactly where this thing was shot.
The hunters refuse to reveal where they shot the deer. The wardens draw the line.
What potentially could happen here is you're looking at taking a deer in close season, unlawful possession of a deer, the transporting, the restitution. I mean, this could be an arrestable offense. You know, our goal, again, guys, is not to just kick in because we can. I mean, the law says this, and this, but we've put a lot of time and effort into it to make it this, cut and paste, okay, what truly is going on here. Let's go back, you guys. We'll get in the truck, get warmed up. I'm gonna talk with Carrie here real quick, and we'll come and address a couple of things with you guys here just in a moment.
Yeah, that's the only thing that bugs me is they can't tell us this is where this thing was killed.
Yep.
But the fact they didn't even gut this thing out, they
Barrel dressed it
for 2 hours.
Yeah.
There's just too much out there that bugs me about where this thing was killed. I'm almost half hesitant to believe they maybe shot this thing in
Idaho. I mean, I think, you know, if we go back, tell them, we'll catch up with them tonight and get tickets delivered tonight, get some time to think about this. And does that sound good to you?
That's fine. The day, we've
Yeah.
got the day to think some more too and talk some more. So.
Okay. Well, let's go do that then. Well, we won't beat around the bush. I know you guys anxiously waiting, not waiting, wanted to just disappear. Carrie and I have talked about this, I mean, quite a bit. And, you know, what it's come down to is we want to treat you guys fair. We've got to take into consideration where things were last night and how they've gotten to where we are today, and that progression in there. You know, it starts here and we can bring it down. You know, the only concern that we have, or somewhat unsettling, is when a hunter can't tell us where they killed the animal. You know, what a flat comes down to, and you guys have been, it was 329. Is it gonna make a difference? We're at 329, not necessarily. It's just the nature of how we do our job.
Wardens split up the two men in order to deal with them separately, a tactic used to reduce the chance of tempers flaring when citations are handed out.
The way we've handled this, that's your call. And I would encourage you to follow through. I mean, I'm not here to blow smoke, and
No, I think you guys have been more than fair with us.
you know, and nothing noted here on season, any more hunting licenses.
I'm not complaining one
Nope.
bit. We you know, screwed up
You did.
from the beginning and
Well,
and all the way to the end, and it being in the wrong unit, and we want to take responsibility.
I know you
We're
do.
not-
The wardens hand out citations for possessing an unlawfully taken game animal and hunting without a valid license. Both men also lose their right to hunt and fish in Montana for a minimum of 2 years.
So, all right, well, thank you
Any
for
questions?
being fair to us.
Yep,
And,
it is what it is. Are you guys gonna try to...
The warden's investigation closes. Next, both hunters will face a judge.
If there's any game warden out there that tells you that this isn't personal, I mean, you try not to make it personal. When you write those citations and they go before the courts and, you know, maybe things don't go the way you want, they get dismissed or deferred, or the penalty isn't as high as you'd like, and then you hear from the public on it, you know, and you always hear, it's nothing personal, you know, you can't take it personal. Being a Montana game warden, if you don't take what you're doing out there personal, then you shouldn't be out there doing it. I mean, it's a huge responsibility. You know, it's that old adage, with great power comes great responsibility.